For a new twist on a classic, try a spiced pear old fashioned. Let me show you how to make it. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Matt, I'm the Whiskey Nerd, and like I said, this week I'm making a spiced pear old fashioned. This is a really nice, really simple cocktail, and I was so surprised by how well it turned out when I actually made the cocktail. It comes to us from the Whistler brand themselves. This is one of their recommended cocktails to make with their double oaked whiskey. This whiskey is very nice. It's a kind of a nice entry-level whiskey. It does have a bit of age on it. It's a blended whiskey aged in Oloroso sherry casks and bourbon casks. So it's a nice bit of sweetness and a nice bit of fruitiness. It's their entry-level whiskey, and it's the whiskey they recommend for making cocktails with. If you haven't seen the review we did of this, I'll put a link to it down below. I'll put a link to it up there. You should definitely check it out because it's a very nice, good whiskey. It's very approachable and very good for cocktails. I'm also going to be using this spiced pear sugar syrup. This is a simple enough syrup. It's just a 2-to-1, 2 parts sugar, 1 part water, and then you mash up a pear, you slice it up into cubes, you boil that for about 10 minutes with a star anise, a couple of cloves, and a stick of cinnamon. You boil it up for about 10 minutes, you get this really nice kind of dense syrupy liquid. You mash up all the pears and you strain it out and you get a really nice, really dense, sweet sugar syrup. I'm just going to be finishing it off then with a bit of Angostura bitters and some orange bitters to really round out the cocktail. And now that's enough talking, let's get to making the drink. It is a mixed drink, so we're going to get our mixing glass and we're going to pop a nice rock of ice into there, and we're going to start off with our ingredients. We're going to go in with 2 ounces of our Whistler double oaked whiskey. Like I said, this is coming in at 40%, so it's not going to be overpowering, it's not going to be too strong. So 2 ounces is just nice, and we'll get a good bit of flavour into our cocktail at the end. We're going to be following it up with that spiced pear sugar syrup. I really do want this to have a presence in the cocktail, so I'm going to be going in with a full ½ ounce. Normally with a sugar syrup for an old fashioned, I might only go in with about 10 ml, but I think for this, 15 ml or ½ an ounce comes through really well and delivers really well into the cocktail. And then it's just rounding it off with 1 dash of Angostura bitters and then 1 dash of orange bitters. These are just going to round out the cocktail, give us some more flavors, give us some more kind of depth, and really help it from being just one-dimensional. So that was 1 dash of Angostura, 1 dash of orange, and we're going to stir it down for about 20 seconds just to get it nice and cold. Okay, that should be nicely chilled out now, so we're going to get ready to strain it out into our glass. We're going to pop our strainer up top, and we're going to get a nice rocks glass, and we're going to put another rock of ice into there just to make sure the cocktail stays nice and cold. So we're going to strain this out, nice and simple. I can already smell that lovely kind of pear influence coming through, but for a finishing touch, we're going to get a dried slice of pear and pop that just in there, just like that. And that right there is a spiced pear old fashioned. Now real quick, before I make this cocktail, if you're new here, scroll down, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button. I put out whiskey reviews on Wednesdays, I put out cocktail recipes on Fridays like this, so if you want to see more, make sure you hit subscribe. But now I think I might need some help drinking this cocktail, so I've got my able assistant here, cocktail drinker extraordinaire Rose, because as I was tooling around with the recipe for this cocktail over the last week or so, she really discovered she really likes this cocktail. So, what do you think? Yeah, also as you may be able to tell, we filmed our Halloween episode, so look out for that coming soon.
It's absolutely delicious. Yeah. I love it so much. He made some the other day, and then I was like, can we just have some more? Next date. But can we have some more of that, please?
The pear comes through really nice. I'm glad I used a good amount of it because it keeps it from being just like a boring old fashioned that has a little bit of a riff. It really does hit you with that pear. You got the star.
Literally with a pear.
With a pear. You got that comes from Monair Garnish. They're a small Irish company, but I'm sure there's companies near you that will do dried out pear slices or dried out fruit slices. But the star anise comes through, the cloves come through, the cinnamon comes through. Really nice, really good for fall, and just a very good cocktail.
Yeah. I'm glad I've got a good pair to share it with.
We're quite a pair.
We're quite a pair, aren't we?
Yeah. Well, I think that's enough because I don't know if I'm going to get this cocktail back.
No.
As I said, I put out whiskey reviews on Wednesdays, cocktail recipes on Fridays, so make sure you hit subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Sláinte.
Bye.